Hey, Jules Blessed Vegan, and as always, welcome to my channel. And for those of you who are new, I know you can benefit. So people, I know you're like, dang, that abstinence is working. I mean, geez, she looks at least a half-pound lighter. People, you are on to me. But no, I didn't weigh myself. I simply had my eyebrows threaded. Even though we're in the COVID, even though things are shut down, there was one rebel place. Of course, masks, social distancing. I was the only one in there, and the girl wiped everything down. But I was like, are you kidding me? You are from God, and I will happily give you a tip. To instantly lose a half-pound, I am all in. Then, in my insanity, I trimmed my bangs. Oops. Do not tell my sister Vanessa. She freaks whenever my bangs are too short. Oh my gosh, hilarious. So that's why if you were thinking it, I'm looking a half-pound lighter. Do you love that? All right, that said, people, we are in the middle of our happiness challenge where we are receiving and certainly promoting happiness one day at a time and largely for free. So today's was to support a charity, cause, or campaign that you really care about. What I didn't realize when I suggested that was that today was Giving Tuesday, like all over the world. It's called Giving Tuesday. As I suggested, I'm already tithing and giving every single month. So I wasn't in a position to give more, though, again, because of her precious friend's mother exiting the planet, I did donate to that because we, of course, want to honor her. But otherwise, no, I didn't participate in Giving Tuesday. That's okay. Again, these are just suggestions. If you're just joining us on our happiness challenge, it doesn't matter what day it is, doesn't matter what month it is. Just go ahead and choose to spread a little happiness. All right, so for those of you who started with me, we are on day 7 already for tomorrow. And it is a really good one. Leave a positive message for someone else to find. Just to find. Like if you're in a public restroom and there's no security around, you could easily write something in the mirror like you're beautiful and surprise somebody. If you've got a coworker, you can humbly, using a glove, of course, leave a note on their desk. You could definitely, some of you guys probably have an extra account that allows you to be a Voyager online. You can use that little anonymous account to send some messages to friends. But no matter what, whether it's for the custodian, a person at work, someone in a grocery store where you simply leave it, I don't even know, so many opportunities. Leave a positive message for someone else to find. I could leave a little love note in my husband's calendar for tomorrow morning. I'm going to do it and let him be so surprised. I am going to do that, absolutely. All right, so that's free and it's fantastic. Okay, so I had some other topics that I wanted to talk about, but I am just going to continue for a moment with that Overeaters Anonymous strong abstinence checklist because I have to be abstinent right now, okay, for so many reasons. I am trying to live in the present. I cannot play any more games. Oh my goodness, and I'm so good at playing games. So I definitely like this abstinence checklist that I found. It's a valuable tool. I said it'd be too much work, but here I am, so I'm going to go for it. Was I abstinent today? Praise God, yes. Did I pray and meditate? Yes, I did. Am I maintaining and working towards a healthy goal weight? So yes. Did I rely on a higher power like all day long? The heavens are exhausted. It's not Juliana again, is it? Yes, it is. Is what I'm currently doing working for me to remain abstinent? I have a lot of really good tools in place, including pre-planning my meal for the next day, so that I'm not in a panic. If you have a plan, you're going to be way more successful. But also, I don't want the anxiety of fearing that I don't have food. I absolutely have food. So again, I am writing it in my journal, pre-writing my food. If I don't stay to it perfectly, that's okay. At least I have a plan. And so far, so good. And again, just staying in the moment. So I will be doing that. If I'm having problems, have I asked someone else what they're doing? Well, I'm okay. I'm not having problems right now. Have I made an OA call today? Again, sorry, no. Did I have gratitude? Absolutely. Praising the Lord to no end for his mercy in my life. And check it. If you've been following me, there was a couple of really good things. One of them was, if you remember, I was fighting to get back pay at my work because I realized they hadn't been paying me properly. And not only this year, which I needed to resolve, but last year. And by the grace of God, they met on my behalf. And even though they're going to take out a bunch of taxes, they absolutely agreed to pay me. Yay, God, right? I'm so glad I had the courage to even follow through with that. I was thrilled. Thank you, Father. Another fantastic thing was we had this property, which is only costing us money because of taxes and different things, just an empty piece of land in the middle of the desert. And God being God, a person called out of nowhere and offered us a price. And we were like, sure, why pay more taxes? We're all in. Then they called back and said, oh, sorry, it's not what we thought. We're going to just offer you $500. I laughed my head off and said, yeah, that's a no. Thank you anyway. They ended up calling back again, like 2 weeks later, and saying, I'm going to pay you what we offered the first time plus $20. How great is that? So tonight, Notary Public came to our home and we signed the papers. So I'm thrilled for that. Are you kidding me? This is God taking care of us in such a great way. So yes, I have an attitude of gratitude. I'm grateful that I have food. I'm grateful I can grow live food. Oh my goodness, I've got sprouts galore. I've got microgreens. I'm enjoying them. Like my taste buds are actually saying, yes, please. I'm beautiful persimmons. My husband, I know, I'm married to Santa Claus. And luckily for his wife, he delivers all year. Today he called me and he said, Juliana, I was in a car accident in Riverside. And I was like, are you kidding me? No, what happened? Oh, I accidentally slammed into a farmer's market. And my truck is full of produce. Oh, is that the best? The dude came home with it all. Oranges, pink grapefruits, lemons, persimmons, avocados, cucumbers, mango. I mean, hello. Blessed beyond measure. I mean, seriously, I love it. Okay. Did I plan my food? Yes, I did. Have I helped someone else today? I was certainly kind to anyone that I encountered, and I'd like to think I helped people, but they're always referencing food. Yes, I'll say yes, because online, not only did I cheer on a lot of people who are doing things right, but a couple people deliberately wrote me back, and I absolutely encouraged them to continue in their quest for health. Did I have an action plan in place to stay abstinent? Yes, I did. And do I have a sponsor? That's still a no. But, I'm in progress, man. Okay? I'm in progress. Okay, so this was those writing exercises. And yesterday I was talking about what compulsive overeating was for me. I'm going to go down this list because honestly, going down this list is going to keep me clean for 12 more days. Honestly. 12 days of Christmas, 12 days of abstinence. Okay, so number 2, what are the foods and the food behaviors that trigger me to eat compulsively? Okay, so straight up, foods that trigger me to eat compulsively, if you know and you've been following me at all, not only was I just introduced to vegan a couple of years ago, but I didn't even actually attempt to adopt it, okay, until 6 months after that. And then it was certainly perfectly imperfect for a long time. So for me, I absolutely know that my trigger foods are traditional processed foods, okay? If I have fruit and vegetables, and certainly something like sprouts, microgreens, and even healthy fats, i.e. avocados, chia seeds, flax seeds, hemp hearts, I'm sure I'm missing some, but those don't tend to provoke me. Any processed, packaged nonsense, especially in the form of toys, like, I don't even want to mention them because I don't want to provoke anybody, but just basic treats or snack type foods, foods with oil, salt, sugar. I'm sunk. I'm sunk. From bite one, I am sunk. Okay. So I know that those are trigger foods for me. My food behaviors that trigger me compulsively is when I'm feeling ashamed in some way, when I'm afraid that someone's going to judge the amount of food that I'm eating. I will hide. I will literally stand at the kitchen counter to eat. And my husband's in the other room going, Juliana, what are you doing? Bring your food in here. But I'm in that compulsive mindset where I'm feeling shame. So those are some of the behaviors that trigger me. When I'm accidentally hoarding food, even if it's healthy, and when I'm certainly eating any form of processed food, and at this time in my life, even cooked food. Cooked food and any bread-like products, most certainly, just throw me into a tizzy. It really does. Not only is it way harder on my body to process, like I literally get physically heated up for my body to try and process that. I thirst to death, like all night I'm drinking a ton of water. It's just not good for me, but I refer to it as gateway drug. I literally did another video. If you want to look it up, just put in JulesBlessedVegan bread in the Google search engine and it'll come up. And I indicated that bread was basically a gateway drug for me because once I start with bread, it leads to tortillas, it leads to danishes, it leads to, pasta, etc., etc. So what are foods and food behaviors that triggered me to eat compulsively? Well, luckily I did not eat compulsively today, nor yesterday, nor the day before. But generally, like I said, I take that first compulsive bite. And of course, that's what the 12-step program says all the time. If you can avoid taking the first compulsive bite, you can avoid the entire binge, right? So that's kind of where I'm at. I'd rather drink fluid and skip a meal or wait an extra hour or 20 minutes or whatever until the thing passes, rather than taking that first compulsive bite. All right, my friends, that's my story right now. Thanks for bearing with me and supporting me by stepping up and visiting Jules Blessed Vegan. You guys are helping me on my journey to wellness. Until we talk again, like if you like, Jonas if you haven't, subscribe. Let me know in the comments below, how am I rocking the bangs? Do you cut your bangs like when you're stressed out? Do you accidentally cut your hair? I have a tendency to do that. Oh my goodness. Until we talk again, best of all, know that you are blessed.